Hello and welcome to Operation Crypto. Today we will be talking about Zilliqa, having a look at some of the basic fundamentals of a project, some key statistics, and then some possible entry prices and price predictions going forward. So if you are interested in finding out more, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and let's crack on. So let's begin on the main page of the Zilliqa website. It is enterprise ready. Zilliqa is a high performance, high security blockchain platform for enterprises and next generation applications. So Zilliqa at a glance, we're committed to delivering a scalable and secure platform for developers and enterprises who wish to build decentralized applications. And that goes into decentralized finance. Recently, well, it has been on the up since its launch. It's just continued to grow, and it was either towards the beginning of this year or last year, decentralized finance applications, they hit around $1 billion market cap, and it is continuing to grow. And over the next few years, we will see that increase as more projects seem to be going that way. So, research brought to life. Zilliqa was born at the National University of Singapore and was the brainchild of a team of academics, entrepreneurs, and engineers. Our technology is backed by peer-reviewed academic research. They have sharding in place, so our unique application of sharding allows a blockchain to scale in a linear fashion. This ensures that the Zilliqa platform can scale to meet the needs of growing ecosystem of miners and applications. It is eco-friendly dual mining. Eco-friendly is what there's a buzzword now, because we all know that Bitcoin to mine it is very expensive and energy consuming. So we do need more eco-friendly ways now, and that's what Zilliqa aims to do. So thanks to Zilliqa's consensus mechanism, the ecological footprint of mining has been considerably reduced. Only 1 minute out of every 2 to 3 hours is needed to mine ZIL, allowing one to dual mine other chains at the same time. The mainnet has been live since early 2019. It is safe by design smart contract language. And then it has a blossoming ecosystem. Over 60 project teams from over 20 countries have contributed towards Zilliqa's ecosystem. This includes individuals and teams developing wallets, explorers, developer toolkits, smart contract testing frameworks, dApps, which is your decentralized applications, and many more. The Zilliqa team says the platform is a first of its kind. Zilliqa is the world's first public blockchain built entirely on a sharded architecture. So there's 3 key aspects of that. So it is scalable. Zilliqa solves the prevailing issue of scalability using its own unique sharding technique, which allows a blockchain to scale in a linear fashion as the network grows in size. Its ability to handle a large volume of transactions make it suitable to meet enterprise needs. Secure, that is one of the key aspects in any blockchain. We need it to be secure, and in addition to using well-studied and established mechanisms to validate transactions, Zilliqa is powered by the first peer-reviewed and safe by design smart contract language called Scala. This programming language addresses several known security vulnerabilities that are still prevalent in other languages. It is decentralized, that is what cryptocurrency is here for. We're trying to get away from the centralized banking structure, and decentralized is the way forward. So, utilizing its subdivided networks, Zilliqa is able to process transactions in a decentralized manner without trusted coordinator. Its network architecture allows the platform to remain decentralized as it continues to grow and expand. Here we have a link to the white paper. I will put the link to the white paper in the comments below. You can have a read through it. It is very in depth, and I just want to do a basic overview on this video, so I won't go into depth about that. Let's jump over to CoinMarketCap now and have a look at some of the basic stats and historic figures. So Zilliqa, which is ZIL, currently ranked 44 out of all cryptocurrencies. We're having a good run at the minute. I mean, probably last week it was in the 50s at least, so it's making some good moves. Current price is just under 2 cents. It's currently 0.018607. Market cap $189 million with a 24-hour volume of just over $161 million. Total supply of ZIL is 13 billion. 464,802,453. Moving down, we can see the chart here. That's going back to, what date was that? Around May last year, so that's when it had its all-time highs, and we will have a look at that in a minute. And just to briefly go over Zilliqa, so introduced in 2017, ZIL is centered around the idea of sharding and was designed to enhance the scalability of cryptocurrency networks such as Ethereum. Sharding is analogous to the concept of divide and conquer, where transactions are divided into smaller groups of miners to perform parallel transactional verification. The upshot of this is the ability to reach consensus more quickly, which we said earlier on. It needs 2 minutes out of the 2 to 3 hours to mine ZIL, and the rest can be used on different coins and blockchains, so which would increase the number of transactions in a given period. According to the white paper, transaction speed could scale to approximately 1,000 that of Ethereum's network. Zilliqa's high throughput means that developers can focus on fleshing out their ideas rather than worrying about network congestion. One key factor I'm looking at here is the all-time high, and we had that in May of 2018, and that was 23 cents. And as you can see now, we are way below that, so there's a lot of headroom to go between there and now. So I mean, even if you're just looking at just over 2 cents, I mean, that's a good entry price in itself, considering we've had quite a substantial rise recently. Zilliqa has joined forces with MyCoin, and they have built their own exchange, and they aim to be Southeast Asia's first member-driven exchange. And this exchange is called HG Exchange, and we have some key three points about it. So, as we said there, the first one, it aims to be the first member-driven exchange. Number 2, HG Exchange will make equities trading more efficient and transparent. HG Exchange is Zilliqa's first enterprise-ready project to use smart contracts to represent digital assets. Through HG Exchange, we hope to demonstrate how financial institutions worldwide can use Zilliqa's safe-by-design smart contracts to enable equities trading to be more efficient and transparent. And HG Exchange is expected to launch within the second quarter of 2020. Since the original expected project timeline for an end Q1 launch of HG Exchange was published, the world has unfortunately experienced a global pandemic, triggered economic disarray not seen since 2008 crisis. Given these significant environmental factors, the project partners have collectively agreed to this timeline revision. On the positive side, the desired MAS approvals have been granted, and the technical solution can now undergo additional audit. Those interested in joining this groundbreaking project can still join as a member or investor, which is great to know. And here we just have a little bit of news about that HG Exchange. It is old news. It's back from January 24th, 2019, but it is quite important, so I'll just run over it for you. The HG Exchange claims it can tokenize shares of Airbnb, Uber and SpaceX. These are not partners, but they are 3 big names that were thrown out there, which you never know, they could work with in the future. And SpaceX currently is a massive buzzword due to the launch. So it is envisaged that the HG Exchange will provide access to high growth startups and also decacorns, which is companies that are valued above $10 billion, and such as we said in the headline of the article, such as Uber, Airbnb and SpaceX. To finish up, let's just take a quick look at the charts and see where we can potentially go and where we can potentially get a little bit of a nice entry on this. So I'm currently looking at the Zilliqa Tether chart, which is Binance, and currently on the daily time frame. We have a little bit of market structure already laid out from previously. As you can see, these are the daily levels. I've not gone into depth and added weekly levels, but I will do that in a further video for some more technical analysis. But as you can see, since 13th of March, we have been on quite a decent run, and if we just mark it up and have a look how it's been doing. So we'll take that bottom wick up to the top wick, which we bounced up to. It's look at that, 763% price rise over that period of time since 13th of March, and we have had a few pullbacks in here, but it's not been much, and it has been continuing to rise. Like I said, that as in SpaceX has been doing that mission recently, and I think it's gone back to the old news, and a lot of people are jumping on board, and it is a great project to hold going forward, considering it's been to 23 cents and it's currently only hovering around just over just under 2 cents, sorry. So even potentially now for the future, anywhere around this level would be great for investment, but we can go lower. So if we just remove that and let's get the Fibonacci in place, and we'll take the top wick and see what's been going on recently. Actually, let's just zoom in a little bit. Yeah, we'll take it about there. So there's some key levels that we can get in. I mean, personally, I were looking to aim around the $1 level and try and get in back there. I've personally not bought any yet. I know Ash Crypto Mob Street, he has bought into Zilliqa, and I think he's about 50% up, so he had a great entry. But this is one for the future. And personally, if you can get in even at these levels before it potentially shoots up higher, then for the future you're definitely going to be laughing. I mean, we could bounce back down. I've not bought any, and I am aiming to buy it back at around the 1 cent level down here. I think we are due a retracement. You can't just keep pumping like this. Like we say, we're 700% price raise from then, and we are definitely overdue a little bit of a downward side. So that is my potential entry point around here, around the 1 cent, even around the 618 level, just over 1.3 cent would be a good entry buy. But going forward for the future, this coin has not gone through the bull run of 2017. And if it was around at the time, I believe it was built in 2017, it wasn't big enough just to get any of that capital going through it. So for the future, 23 cent is a great point to aim over the next 2 to 3 years. That's way up above on that chart, isn't it? Yeah, way up there. So we're not going to zoom into that because we don't have any data. But for the future, 23 cent is a huge target from here. It's a good times 15 to 16, and if it is going to make things on the exchange that can tokenize Airbnb and SpaceX, it could absolutely launch, and yeah, it is a great investment for our future. So that is the video today. It's just some of the basic fundamentals of a project. If you do like the video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, comment on it, and I will get back to you in reply. So thanks for listening. I will catch you next time.